heading home, cause you could bring all of your ninjas and the Technodrome. I rip right through your flesh and bone and mental capacity. Flood your mind with atrocities and copious tragedies. This dark Sabbath is a lesson in street. Behold the church of the ghetto, feel the words when I preach. Amen. Let the Lord say a prayer for these niggas, that they don't end up in front of someone banging their trigger. Living life like a war pig. Fuck the law, I'm getting mine. Let the others figure what the cost is. Purchasing the fortress on gorgeous acres enormous. Car park full of foreigners and women just waiting on us. We living the dream. Y'all living like hell is earthbound. We are not the same. You've been a lame since birth, pal. I don't feel sorry. I recommend they go dirt bound. Doggy dog world, and you've been looking like Chuck Brown.
Men who like to keep their morning routine simple will love these multi-for-him gummies, specially formulated with 12 key nutrients designed to support men's daily nutritional needs. Nature-made multi-for-him gummies help support muscle and bone health, it improves your immune health, and it increases your energy metabolism. With the quality you can trust, nature-made multi-for-him gummies have no artificial flavors, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and is gluten-free. Pharmacists around the world have recommended Nature Made to be the #1 vitamin and supplement brand. So when you need something that's going to help you get you through the day, when you need something that's going to increase your energy to help you get you through that workout, to make you perform as an elite athlete at the top of your ability, try Nature Made multi-for-him gummies, because you don't want to stop to the 12th round.
Well, beautiful people, best damn nation, thank you for joining us. This is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. But first of all, if you see this man on a dark alley, run. He will beat you up in front of your wife and or girlfriend. He is the green-eyed bandit. He fights people. Sometimes he bites people. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop Yo, daddy ass, the one and only Roosevelt. What's happening?
Oh my!
That was that. Are you having a stroke? What's going on?
Hey man, I got a little sweet tooth. I feel like just biting somebody.
Oh yeah, you still teething, huh?
Yes, I'm
Still got them baby teeth in your mouth.
In fact, I'm getting it pulled on Tuesday, but I found out that the 2 teeth that fell out before, I talked about that before. The 2 teeth, they were extra.
You got extra teeth in your mouth?
Extra
What
teeth.
the hell? What are you, a crocodile?
Now you can't tell me.
I keep saying every week on this podcast that you guys don't believe I'm just an alien, man. Like I have 2 extra, and because they was like, you have all 4 of your wisdom teeth, and I was like, no, 2 of them fell out. They was like, no, that must have been extra because all 4 of them are there.
They gonna haul your ass off and pick you up and experiment on your ass. You better start claiming you him.
I think I know the answer. I think I know why he has extra teeth, guys. Because he has nature-made for him vitamins. I mean, that you can have extra teeth too.
Yeah, you can eat more with more teeth. Or we could just have our guests knock about 2-3 of them out for you. You know what I'm saying? One of them solid rights. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, it can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a dog in the building. My bad. It just comes out anytime I see this dude right here.
You gotta slow build it. You gotta slow build it.
I got to slow build. Yeah, please teach me how to do it.
You gotta start them off. Blake Brown in the building, baby. Wrestling podcast. Sorry, I had to do my own intro. I had to, man. But go ahead.
No, hey, that's all you.
I'm
brother.
Intimidated, man. I'm intimidated. Yeah. That's enough.
You scared me for a second. I thought it was a pit bull behind me. I was really scared for a second, man.
Baby, my presence felt everywhere.
Hey, man, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed. I'm alive, kicking. I look better than I've ever felt in my entire life. I mean, come on, I'm built like a brick house, and I'm out here just grinding, dog. I can't ask for nothing else.
Oh man, absolutely, man. Well, it's great to have you on the show. We have the newborn leader over here. This man is a commentator. He is an entrepreneur. He is a lifelong wrestling historian. He is the Rain Man, Christian Rainey. What's happening, my brother?
I love coming on this show. It's the only time I ever get put over, and I love it so much. It's the only time I feel qualified, actually. So I just need to keep you with me at all times. So when I introduce myself to someone that I've met 4 times already, you can just remind them of me. That's great.
Yeah, hey, you tell them when you walk with heavy boots. You know what I'm saying? Big stepping around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My man, Christian Rainey, man. Real quick, you got a show that's coming up. You have the one and only Blake Brown on the card, man. It's going to be one hell of a fight. I want you to talk about this card that you put together, man, and how did it get started and what you got planned for the people.
Well, what's kind of cool is thanks to y'all for sponsoring the Hyperdrive Championship match. Blade was actually the first one I reached out to about this show because I know he's local and I know people love him. So he is defending the Hyperdrive Championship against Maverick, who was trained by Roosevelt over there. Very fun, and there's been some words spoken between these two that I thought this was just going to be a fun little grap fest, and Maverick, I think he's a angry little dude, guys. I think there's that title. Wow, it just came under the table, just ready to go. He was ready.
It's blinding me. It's blinding me. Oh man!
But this card is awesome. I'm kind of priding myself off of. I don't need to bring guys from other states. No. everyone's local, and it's going to be the best show you're going to see in December, or at least on that particular weekend. And it's all going to be by the guys in North Carolina, because I truly believe that they are killing it more than in any other state. There's more talent in North Carolina than in any other state. And it's going to be awesome. The main event is the Brute Mark James against the Gate City Guardian TDT, a first-time matchup. They've never had a match together. They've been in a tag match once, but they've never had a one-on-one. Both guys have been asking for it for a very long time. And to put it for the heavyweight title is very, very exciting. I mean, this show is filled with people genuinely that you will see on TV in the next 5 years, like without a doubt. And Blade Brown, I believe, is one of those guys. But I'm very excited about it. And thank y'all for giving me the platform to talk about it a little bit.
Oh, absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? You know you're one of the best damn crew. You know what I'm saying? So much support to you, man. I'm proud of you, of what you've been able to do, and putting this great talent together. I don't look at these guys as local. I look at these guys as up-and-coming stars. And Blade Brown is absolutely one of those up-and-coming stars, man. So let's switch over to Blade Brown. Let's go ahead and get started, man, with this interview, brother. Let the beautiful people know where you're from and when did you fall in love with wrestling?
Got you. So, I'm from, like you said, this is my backyard. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, born and raised pretty much. When I fell in love with wrestling, I was a child. I was real young. I used to stay with my grandma, my uncle, and my auntie and them. My uncle's a wrestling fanatic. He had all the video games. I'm talking about WCW, everything. And I was sitting there right along with him. I was his road dog from the time I was born. And he was showing me everything. I would watch it with him. I play all the games with him. You know, he would have my controller unhooked from the thing while he played. You know what I'm saying? You know, it happened to the best of us, but I didn't care, man, because I was just so mesmerized by wrestling ever since I was a child. And it's all thanks to my uncle. Shout out to you, Uncle Chris. Love you, my boy.
Shout out to Uncle Chris, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Real?
I had a phenomenal Thanksgiving, dog.
Yeah. What did you eat for Thanksgiving? What is the dog eat for Thanksgiving?
I mean, come on, man. Turkey, my mama's famous mac and cheese, broccoli, sweet potato souffle, stuffing, my favorite pecan pie. Yeah, I had my little cheat day, and I ain't mad about it. I'm not ashamed. Come over here and fight me, man. I'm still
That's fuel right there, man. That's fuel.
I couldn't let that day pass without scarfing down some pecan pie. I'm sorry. Just couldn't.
Oh man, I always I was about to start off the show like, hey man, if you still eating on Thanksgiving food right now, your ass got worms. I had to throw mine away on Monday. It was tempting. I had so much food, fellas. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely agree with you, Blake Brown. You gotta have them cheat days. Now I get my stubby ass into the gym. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get some workouts from the dog. You know what I'm saying? So who got you into wrestling, man? Whose tutelage did you come under?
So I come out of Firestar Pro Wrestling over there in Greensboro, under LeBron Cozone. I'll tell you a crazy story. I got my first card back in 2019, you feel me? And I was out here, like I said, I stayed in Raleigh. I was going to school in West Virginia playing ball and stuff, right? Over the summer, Firestar had a show. So I knew that when I graduated school, I was coming right to wrestling. I didn't have no NFL dreams or anything like that. I wanted to be a wrestler. I was going to wrap up football, come to wrestling. So I was like, let me just pull up to a show just to see what it's about. Man, I pull up there, and a guy by the name, and y'all know him, y'all talk about North Carolina greats, y'all know him, Alexander Boss, the absolute. I spoke to him at intermission, and he said, don't wait. Start now. And once you graduate school, you're going to be ready. And I said, yes, sir. So I started. And as soon as I played my last down, graduated school, I basically graduated wrestling not too long after, and I was hitting the ground running after that.
Oh, man.
What school did you go to in West Virginia? And tell us what the transition was like for you in terms of going from football to professional wrestling.
Got you. So I graduated from Concord University. I was there from 2017 to 2021. I played linebacker up there as a starter for 2 years, all conference, close to all regions, stuff like that. The transition from football to wrestling, the biggest thing was patience. You know, football, it was just go, go, go all the time. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling, it's a lot of patience. And I'm not used to that. Never been used to that. But without that slow build, without that patience, without that storytelling, without all that, it's nothing. Football is a lot of go get it. Wrestling was a lot of do the right things. But sometimes you got to let the right things come to you.
You mentioned that you knew once you got done with school, you was going right to professional wrestling. At any point during that transition from school, football, professional wrestling, did you feel like maybe you should have a backup plan, or was you like just straight bullheaded, straightforward for the professional wrestling aspect?
Well, the thing about it is I graduated school, so the backup plan took care of itself. But if I'm being real with you, I mean, I don't like having backup plans because that's like saying my original plan ain't gonna work. Wrestling is my thing. Wrestling has been in the stars for me since I was a kid. My uncle is my uncle for a reason. God made him my uncle for a reason. He knew that he was gonna get me into wrestling. He knew I was gonna love it like this, and I wasn't gonna stop until I got what I wanted. You feel me? So the backup plan took care of itself. I graduated school, blase. Yeah, I mean, I got, doing what I got to do. No, wrestling is my number one.
Manifest and find out. I have a quick question, and I think for a lot of people, this will kind of put in perspective dedication. How long of a drive from where you were going to college is Greensboro, North Carolina?
2 hours and 30 minutes.
So that is a 5-hour round trip. How many times a week were you doing that?
Sometimes once, and I would stay all day on Sunday, or I would come. Sometimes it'd be 2 to 3 times a week. It just depended on what I had open. Because keep in mind, playing college sports, that's a lot. So, but anytime I could find time, I was going. I used to have a job where I would work from 8 to 1. This is after football. When I was completely done with football, I would have a job that I would work throughout the week, work from 8 to 1. I would schedule extra time to get some private time. So I would come down to school, from school, get there about like 3 something. And I probably wouldn't be back in West Virginia till like early the next morning, sometimes like 2 in the morning. Because I would stay, go to school, be there for a hot minute, and then drive on back to the school. And then wake up the next day, go to work.
That is incredible. Now, speaking of Alexander Moss, and forgive me for not having this information on like ready to go like I normally would. Have y'all ever had a match together?
Unfortunately, no. It's been in the cards.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Listen, that's the match that I've been waiting on my entire career. But the thing about wrestling, we talk about patience, it's got to be right. Sometimes it's just got to be right. If I got the match when I wanted it, it wouldn't have been right. Because I'm so much different now than when I first really started wanting that match. Now, it's different. It's going to be better. And I'm going to give him the match he deserves because I know he's going to give me the match that I want.
Absolutely. He always does. That's part of being the absolute truth. Man, that is incredible. And I just want to say, watching you grow in the last 2 years has been a genuine pleasure because there's something that clicks with you that I would even see some Firestar kids, it takes them a bit for this to click, where the crowd reacts to you in such this organic way. And that, I don't know if that can really be taught, but like to see that reaction and then your like competitiveness just meet it every step of the way, no matter how much it grows. It's like you rise with it. It's incredible. It like as a fan, it is so fun to watch how much you've grown. Like, so thank you for giving us that experience because that is truly incredible and like should not be undermined at all.
Let me ask you a question, Blake. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but where do you get your drive from? Because I can see it on you. You have a really a focus about you, and I think that's probably why you love football and you were successful at that, and then you jump into the wrestling world, and now you're successful with that. Where does your drive come from?
Truth be told, comes from my mom. She just, she always raised us, to understand that like nothing is ever going to be given to you. If you want something, you have to literally stand up and go take it. And everybody has this notion that like things are more complicated than they should be. No. A lot of things out here, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Get up and freaking work and grind and go get it because it's sitting right out there for you. I look at people and they have certain things that you might desire. You know what I'm saying? But we're all people at the end of the day. What's different about them? Nothing. They just went up and went and got it. So why can't you get up and go get it? And that's just my mindset. If they can go and get it, they're a person. They came into this world naked and afraid, just like me. How come they can go and get it? What's stopping me? Myself. Nothing. And I'll be damned if I stand in my own way. There's too many things already standing in your way. Don't be one of those things standing in your way.
That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. And honestly validating as hell to hear you say that, because that's what it is. The only thing stopping you half the time is you. And like that's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I love the passion that you have, man, for wrestling, and that you immediately know, all right, this is what I'm going to do. What's some of the biggest lessons that you've learned while in the industry?
One of the biggest things is everybody's not going to feel you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because you got to think about it like this. Do you like everything? No. I like rap music, but I don't like every rapper. But somebody feels them. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to appeal to them. So my biggest thing is just like, if one person don't feel you, that don't mean nothing. All these different promoters out here and everything, go show love to the people that's showing love to you. And Christian right here is a prime example. He said it straight out of his mouth. All of this talent in North Carolina. He's feeling them. He's feeling us. He's giving us a chance. So yeah, I'm going to lean into him. And I'm going to lean into that. You don't have to worry about the ones that ain't feeling you, because there's a bunch that are. You know what I'm saying? Second thing, biggest thing is, sometimes you got to make your own opportunity. There's so much. You're going to encounter a lot of nonsense, a lot of BS. That's life, but it's really emphasized in wrestling. You got to be a part of it to understand what I'm talking about. It's really emphasized in wrestling. But with that, you can always create an opportunity from that. And it just goes back to how bad do you want it. Go create your opportunity, because it really is sitting right there. You just got to go create it. Don't be afraid to do that.
Absolutely.
I met you a couple years ago. And I want to say you had just got started. And this day would never leave my memory, because we were sitting in the locker room of a show and they said your name. And I immediately said one phrase, and then you looked at me and said, finally, somebody got it. Tell the people where you got your name from and what motivated you to have that specific name for professional wrestling.
Word. So there's this movie called Class Act. Everybody think about Kid and Play and they go to House Party. House Party's cool, but I love me some daggone Class Act. And in the movie, one of the main characters, toughest dude all around, Michael Charles Blade Brown. That's what Roosevelt said to me. Everybody think Blade, they go to straight, Marvel. I'm like, no, I'm Wesley Snipes. No. Michael Charles Blade Brown. And the biggest thing about him, confident, knew what he wanted. And I said, that's me. That's who I am. Confident, know what I want, and nobody gonna stop me from getting it. I might not always have the best method, but shoot, I'm gonna still go figure it out. That's who he was. And I mean, Blade Brown, just come on. Everybody knew his name around that mother-loving city, and one day everybody gonna know my name around the world. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. You gave me so much validation because I thought that's where it came from. But I'm a little old school, so I'm a little older. So I was like, man, I know class at, Blade Brown, and you're right. And I was thinking, maybe he got his name from, yeah, but that is a great name, man. And I'm glad that you have that name and that moniker, man. Where does the dog character? I see the dog in you, but where does the dog character come from?
But it's something special about dogs. You know what I'm saying? They may not be the biggest and everything, but the thing about a dog is they can adapt to anything. I mean, come on now. You throw a dog with some wolves, he's going to learn how to hunt. He's going to go hunt. He's going to go get what he need to get. You throw a dog in the water, what's he going to do? He's going to swim. Doggy paddle. He's going to swim. He's going to do what he got to do to get what he wants. When a dog locks eyes on what he wants, he's not going to let go until he gets it. You feel me? And that's just how I am. I lock my eyes on something. I'm laser focused on that. You feel me? And that's just me. They don't care about what's holding them back. They will snap that chain that's holding them. They will snap the leash. They will jump over that fence. They will do whatever. That's me in the ring. If I'm going against a high flyer, you want to fly? I can jump around too, baby. What's up? You want to play the power game? Let's go. Freaking athlete, bro. Let's go. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to adapt to it because I'm not just going to go down. And that's what a dog is. He's
a
not
testament. A testament to that right there is that championship that you have right now, and that is the Hyperdrive championship. Yes, that right there, that beautiful belt right there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Daddy. One of the biggest things that we did notice about you is that you were very laser focused in everything that you were doing in terms of that tournament. Talk about the tournament and what that meant for you in terms of winning your very first wrestling championship.
It was huge because something about this title is special. It's a workman's title. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing. This right here, there's special rules that come along with the tournament that took to get to this title. And you're going to be put in some situations that you're not used to being in a wrestling ring. The rounds, the match rules. You're not able to just run away. You can't run. It's you and that dude one-on-one. I've been in that situation before. Who's going to figure it out and battle it out to the end? And we were in all sorts of conditions. We weren't in no air-conditioned, nice. Man, in the middle of July. 100 degrees outside, feel like 120 in a daggone flea market building. Sweat dripping from your body and all that. Yeah, you can give in, but if you give in, you ain't worthy of holding this belt. Feel me? It was huge for me to win this because this belt shows you, despite what it looked like, I ain't give up. I battled through whoever, to whoever. It doesn't matter. That's what this belt represents. This belt represents who I am. Period.
That's fantastic.
Well, listen, man, I wanna do a playback real quick because I think I have one of the first matches that you had, which actually is supposed to be your opponent on Saturday, Maverick, man. So if you can go back in time and check out this match between you and Maverick, I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Ready. Let's ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Let's get to some action. This is the Hyperdrive tournament, and we're so excited to have you. Welcome, everyone, from coast to coast. I'm your host with the most, Brian Renegade. Let's see some action in this Hyperdrive tournament, man. Oh, nice leg kicks from Maverick. Tearing them up with them leg kicks, Jack. Oh, he caught him, spun him around. Oh, nice insecurity to the face. Oh, he caught him. Oh my God! Look at the power of Blade Brown. Oh, he was this close. He was this close to getting. Oh man, the Mad Dog is on a mission. A nice whip. Oh, I love a good bear hug too. Squeeze the life out of him. Oh, he can do it too. He's squeezing them kidneys together. Tell you what, he's gonna have a hard time peeing after that. Oh man. He's trying to get out of the elbows. Nice. Went for another spin kick, man. That was beautiful. I felt the wind on that one. Nice rollover. Blade Brown still got him. Oh, nice reversal. Oh, what is he going to do here? Huh? Inquiring minds would like to know. Oh, man. Nice strike by Maverick. Maverick is looking to fly. He means all arm in there. That one got some good action. Ring the bell. You can count to 20. Oh man, he rearranged some guts on that one. He rearranged some guts. That was a beautiful spear.
Time of 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Blade Brown. Let's go. Here I go.
I'm sorry. It's contagious. Oh man, that was a great. There he is. He, in which he is referring to, is his opponent, first opponent in the Hyperdrive tournament, the one and only assassin. The master of kicks, the one and only Maverick. What's happening?
He's a shogun, man.
Christian, good to see you guys here. Blade.
Oh man. Well, thank you for coming in, man. Real quick, Blade, what did you think about that first match that you had with Maverick, man? I want you to give me the skinny on what you thought about it.
I thought it was a really challenging match. You know, I'm going against a younger dude, smaller dude. Very quick, very hard to get a hold of, very crafty. You know, I was coming off the road, just came from Virginia the night before, and I was met with a pretty decent challenge. But I know Maverick's grown a lot since then. I've grown a lot since then, and I expect nothing less on Saturday.
Oh man, Maverick had some words for you on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's run that back and see. Maybe you gonna stand on what you say, man?
Listen, this is all I'm gonna say. We got 3 days left, and you're gonna face a whole different animal. It's not the same. I'm not the same Maverick that you saw a couple months ago. I'm letting that be known, and I hope you're ready for that, Blade, because I'm coming for that title.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even think I need to play the clip, but I'm playing anyway. Here we go.
It's a good clip.
Yeah, hold
Blade
up.
Brown, the so-called alpha dog or the mad dog, the guy who scraped and clawed his way through the Hyperdrive tournament to claim that title around his waist. But let's not sugarcoat it. Blade, you're running on fumes, aren't you? You're all banged up, you're barely holding things together, and yet you still walk around here like you're the top dog? That's not a fighter. That's a wounded animal. You see, I'm not just a challenger trying to make a name off of you. No. I'm the guy who's going to take away that title because I'm the rightful champion. I'm not limping to the finish line. I'm charging right through it. And you know why, Blade? Because I'm taught to know what it means to be a fighter. Roosevelt, my mentor, my teacher, showed me what it takes to be relentless, to stand tall when the world tries to knock you down. Fighting isn't just what I do. It's who I am. So, December 7th, only the good die young in Knightdale, North Carolina. You're not stepping into a ring to fight me, Blade. You're stepping into a war. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I will be crowned as the new Hyperdrive champion. Because let me tell you something, Blade. You're not facing the same guy as I once was many months ago. It's not going to be an easy 1, 2, 3. No. What you're going to be facing is a whole different animal. So allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maverick, and I like to fight.
That's a star.
Woo, got chills with that, man.
Before these gentlemen speak about what we just saw, let me step in here really quick and intervene. I've been in a ring with both of them. I've been in a ring with them as competitors on a show. I've been in a ring with both of them in terms of training. And I'm excited. Like, I have goosebumps on my arms right now to see this match and it's all its intensity and everything that it brings to the table. I'm ready to see what's going to happen with this match on Saturday. Because it's a clash of two worlds coming together, and we get to find out who is going to have that one little thing. It's not going to be so much as one is going to be dominant over the other, respectfully, of both gentlemen. It's going to be that one little thing that's going to set them apart and find out who's going to be the next or continue to be the Hyperdrive champion.
I ain't gonna say who you got your money on, but we're gonna keep that pushing. We're gonna keep that pushing.
I got my money on the fans. That's who's winning in this.
The fans are the real winners here.
My money is on the fans.
And the fans are absolutely winning, man. So Blake Brown, man, you saw what Maverick had to say, and then he said it to you in your face, man. What do you think about that?
Thought it was cute.
Mm.
Loved it. See, here's the thing. I feel like Maverick's making a mistake. He calls me a wounded animal, and we'll get to that in a second. But he calls me a wounded animal, and I'm limping to the finish line. First things first, I'm the top of the food chain, period. All right? I played football games with a torn freaking bicep. Not just played, I've dominated. I've won boxing competitions with a broken freaking wrist. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but it seems like Maverick's got the wrong idea about me. And I feel like he's coming on social media talking about how hard he's training. Don't get me wrong, Maverick. I know how hard you've been working. I know the type of guy you are. I know Roosevelt, your mentor. Yes, I know you're a true fighter, and I know you're very different than what you were in July, as you should be. Like I said, I expect nothing less than stiff competition come Saturday. But at the end of the day, as the top of the food chain, this is my title. I'm not letting it go. I don't care how hard you work. And honestly, to me, it seems like you don't even believe the words that you're saying. Pumping out all these videos, all this hype, but I can sniff you out from miles away. You're scared. I see doubt in your eyes. And you can get all dramatic with the dark background and the suit and all that stuff. Saturday, you better come for a fight, because that's what you're going to get. And if you're not ready for that, boy, you in trouble.
Woo! Wait. I ain't even had to bring out the best damn promos. Let's do it right here. Shit. Maverick, what you got to say, man?
Look, there really isn't much to say. You know, what I've said in that video, I mean it. I mean 101%. Look, you may be the top dog of the food chain and all, okay? But in 3 days, I'm going to really show you that I am going to be that top dog of the food chain. Because, listen, at the end of the day, we're going to really show the world
Stop
what
looking
we're
away.
do
Look at me.
in 3
Stop
days in that
away.
ring.
Look at me. Stop looking away.
I'm looking right at you.
Look at me. Stop looking away and look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking. Oh, I'm looking.
Look.
Yeah.
Stop looking away. Look at me.
Oh, man.
Look, you got 3 days, Blade. You got 3 days. And yes, I have been training. I'm a whole different fighter. So you about to really witness that 3 days.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room that like is an elephant in the room for a second? Blade, Aloysius Skipper Jenkins III is the commissioner of Newborn Wrestling, and there's been this ongoing dialogue with him and you about whether you are going to be medically cleared for this match, and like that is something we're dealing with here at Newborn Wrestling. Is you have not given me confirmation if you're good to go or not, which is a concern because all this talk is great. This is great hype. This has me excited. Like, this is why I love professional wrestling. But you need to be cleared. Where are we with that? And Maverick, I love the intensity, but I really need to hear Blade give us what he knows.
Here's what I know. My name is Blade Brown. I'm the top of the food chain, and I am the best damn Hyperdrive champion. I am a fighter's champion. That's what this belt represents. So don't worry about me. I'm going to be there Saturday, and I'm going to be ready to go. That's what I know. That's what you know. And that's what the fans need to know. We got 100 seats sold out. 100 plus seats. That's 200 plus feet stomping in my backyard, ready to see me defend my freaking title. I'm ready to go. They're going to get what they paid for. I'm ready to go. Don't worry about me. And Maverick, you better pray. Boy, you better pray that you got what it takes on Saturday.
I look forward to it.
Damn it, I look forward to it too. Shit. Oh, listen. I got this. I'm putting money on this. I'm putting at least $20. I'm putting at least $20 to the side. Listen. I love what's happening, Christian. I love what you have created. Blade, you scared the hell out of me. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen, man, during this event. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. But fellas, if we could just kumbaya for a second. Let's.
One second.
Go ahead.
Brian. Before we move, Maverick. Let's bring Maverick to the front.
Absolutely.
And I want you to pretty much tell the people that are watching right now who may not know anything about you what it is that you have to bring to the table in terms of this match. What is your background and all kinds of combat? You're not just a professional wrestler. You've done some other things. So give the people a little rundown of who you are and what you've done.
Yeah, absolutely. So majority of my life I've been fighting, especially from competing competitions. So my background's Taekwondo, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. So do Muay Thai as well. So I'm very well rounded. So definitely hopping into the ring, you're definitely going to see all those kind of styles, but so much more. So much more.
How long have you been doing Taekwondo before you got into professional wrestling? And what motivated you to get into professional wrestling?
So for me, I've done Taekwondo for almost 4 years. Training under Core Taekwondo Performance Center. So it's the hood right over here. But yeah, so definitely what got me into professional wrestling is, attending to one of those big shows, especially WWE SmackDown. This actually happened last year, beginning of last year. And attending that show, seeing, all the wrestlers performed, I think, or seeing their fights, it's such an inspiration. It's an amazing thing to see. And I felt like with the talent that I have, could definitely put into that, definitely put into the ring, and definitely let the people and the world see that I'm definitely going to be one of those top guys for sure.
I love the confidence there. That's again, much like we were talking about with Blade earlier, that's something you cannot teach. It's just something you got or you don't. And that is incredible, man. And something I really appreciate about you is you tackle everything at 150%, whether it's mixed martial arts, whether it's your other ventures, whether it's professional wrestling, you go all in. And that's what it's going to take against the alpha dog Bray Brown. I mean, he went from a mad dog to an alpha dog. I mean, he graduated from doghood. I mean, that is something right there, and can't really be understated on that. I'm excited, guys. Like this has me pumped.
Yeah, I'm ready to see the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for somebody to swing. I don't care who it is. I might swing first. Let's see. I want to see this fight, man. I think that you guys are both great competitors, man. And Blake, he just looked like pit bull ready to lock jaws on you, man. That's Blake, man. What do you think it takes for you to be a champion? What do you think it like? Matter of fact, what do you think it takes to be a champion, and what have you learned from being a champion?
It takes an undying will to succeed. Everybody wants to go to sleep, wake up all damn late, let the day pass them by. As a champion, you just can't do that. If you're not willing to be up later than everybody working, up earlier than everybody working, every single decision you make goes into what type of champion you are. From the food you eat, the media you consume, everything. If you're not willing to make that sacrifice in every single situation that you're presented with throughout your day, you're not ready to be a champion. And I make those decisions. I make those sacrifices. I'm about to go to the gym right now after this. I'd be there right now if I didn't have to do this podcast.
Which has been a pleasure for both sides.
4 o'clock in the morning at the gym. And I'll be eating right. And I'll be training right. And that's 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365, 366 on a leap year. 2024, it's a leap year. It's every freaking day. This is my life. Top of the food chain, that's a mentality, that's a lifestyle, and it's something that you just can't teach. And that's why it's reserved for one, Blade Brown.
Well, shit, I don't think it's nothing more to be said after that. Anybody else got any questions?
Let's take that same question to Maverick. Maverick, with you stepping into this match, going in to try to obtain your very first championship in your very young career, what do you think it takes for you to be able to become champion and to stay champion for however long?
Look, to me, what it takes to become a champion is just, like what Blade Brown says, training 4 in the morning, all that kind of deal. But, I truly believe, it's all about the heart right here. Being a fighter, being able to understand what it means to be a fighter is what it is, to be able to climb up to the top to become the champion, But truly, I truly believe, with the hard work that I put in, the blood, sweat, and tear from sparring with so many guys, even sparring Roosevelt, learning, his ways of becoming a fighter and becoming a future champion, that's what I truly believe. So in 3 days, you're definitely about to witness that.
The thing I get from the both of you guys is the deep passion that you guys have for this. Like it's so you're so emotionally invested in everything that you do and everything that you say. And I really feel like this Saturday is going to really grab the fans' attention, and not just a combat sport aspect, but an emotional type of deal, because you guys are bringing that emotion into it. And that's one of the biggest things I always tell people is always emotion over emotion, right? And you guys are going to be able to give that to the fans to where they're going to say, you know what? New breed wrestling is very new, and I cannot wait for the next show, because you guys are bringing something to the table. This match is going to be different from every other match. Let's just put it out there. The rules of it is put out differently from every other match, and what you guys are bringing to the table is going to be completely different what you're going to see. Now, every match is going to be amazing. It's not taken away from anybody. The main event, absolutely amazing. TDT and Mark James, it's going to be one hell of a banger. But I think the thing that the people are going to see is that every match has its place, and there's a place for every match, and you guys have your place, and people are going to be able to not only talk about the main event, but talk about you two gentlemen as well.
Absolutely. Somebody swing first. Damn it.
God, if there wasn't screens separating them, I thought they were going to go there for a second.
Man, I wanted it to happen. I wish it was a virtual fight. I was ready to watch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody swat something. Blade might pull out a knife. I don't know. So anything might happen.
For the viewers that are watching or listening, wherever you may be viewing and listening on this podcast, drop us a line on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast page and let us know who you have winning in this match. Let's just drop a poll. If you have Blade Brown retaining his Hyperdrive championship, or do we have a new champion in Maverick Rose? So make sure you guys drop us a line inside the Best Damn Wrestling page on Facebook and let us know who you guys have winning this match this Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, I just want to know, Blade, who are some of your top wrestlers like right now? Like, who do you like and who do you watch?
I watch. I got to give ups to the big bro, Braun Breaker. Yeah, he's fresh, he's young, but hey, he's fresh, he's new, he's a future. I don't care what nobody said. Ilya Dragunov, different, on fire, freaking dog.
Mm-hmm.
He just knows how to go out there and get the job done. And I would be remiss if I didn't go out and mention my own boy, Javon Evans. Straight out of Firestar, boy, strap a rocket to his back because he's going straight to the top. Straight to the top.
Absolutely. How did you feel when Javon got signed, man? Since you do have a relationship with him, what did you think and how did it make you feel?
Truthfully, when he dropped the news to everybody, it was probably like the most favorite moment that I witnessed in wrestling. We had a show. It was last October 2023 out of Firestar. Nightmare at the Point. It was a Halloween show. And he had his last match. He dropped the news to everybody. His mom was in attendance. And just see the tears roll down her face because we all got them dreams of going out and doing it for moms, right? To be able to witness something like that firsthand, it was just literally one of my most favorite moments to witness in wrestling live. Didn't happen at WWE. It happened at freaking Firestar when he was able to drop that announcement and to see the tears of joy flow down his mother's face. It was amazing. And, man, I'm so happy for that dude. I'm so happy for that dude, and I'm just praying he keeps it going.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, one of my favorite moments – I'm sorry. One of my favorite moments was during the Hyperdrive tournament when you actually won the belt and all of the guys and everybody that was there embraced you, man. I thought that was like a really feel-good moment. If I ever make a wrestling movie, I might have that moment in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that everybody giving you the admiration and saying, hey, you know, you're next up, you got what it takes, and giving you that validation amongst the fellas. I thought that was a beautiful moment, man. So you have some of those moments to come in the future as well, man. And both you and Maverick, I hope that you guys do reach the pinnacle in your wrestling journeys. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. On a lighter note, I see that Maverick, you got a lot of anime stuff in the background, man.
Yeah.
If you had to pattern the character Maverick after any anime character, who would it be?
Oh man. I would say the first anime would be Naruto. I would define myself, if it was a character from the show, I would define myself as Minato, the Yellow Flash.
Mhm.
So he's like one of my personal favorite Hokages, but I also see myself as an Uchiha. So, you know, full of vengeance, but also full of redemption.
That's nice.
That is nice. Oh man, what about you, Blade Brown? You know what I'm saying? I know you patted yourself at the baddest mofo in town. You know what I'm saying? But who would your anime character be?
Bro, I don't watch anime, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought he
Oh,
was
play
going
games
to like
around here, bitch. Oh, no, sorry.
bury
I'm
a
sorry.
fandom real quick.
Oh, play games around this bitch. I'm sorry. That's my bad, Blake. I can't.
I can't even lie to you like that. I mean, they say technically the Boondocks is anime, so you know, I love me some Riley Freeman.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I can see that. Pay me what you owe, Santa. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, look, fellas, man, this has been an absolutely great show, man. Like I said, I wish the much success for you guys in the future. We have this segment on the show called Final Word, right, where we give a little bit of inspiration, a little motivation, and be honest with you, Blade, you've been dropping jewels this whole. It was so refreshing and unexpected. You know what I'm saying? But you have been dropping jewels this whole entire show, man. So, Blade Brown, do you have a final word, a word of motivation for the beautiful people?
Man, let's go. That's it. Let's
That's
go.
right.
Whatever you
Sorry,
facing,
dog.
whatever
Dog.
you facing, whatever you facing, look at it. Let's go. It's gonna take your best to bring me down. Whatever it is you facing.
Yeah.
Love that.
From the dog, the alpha dog.
That's
Blade
it.
Brown. Yeah. Maverick Vote. Do you have a final word, a word of motivation for your beautiful followers?
I just got one word, and that's redemption.
Redemption.
I love that.
All right. All right. He beat me. He mean business with that too. I ain't even gonna ask any further. I'm scared to. Roosevelt, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
Absolutely. My final word is temporary is permanent. And what I mean by that is that we expect so many different things in our lives to be here forever. We say, oh, we're going to get our dream job, and it's going to be the thing that we're going to do for the rest of our lives. But if something happens to that job, it turns from a permanent thing to a temporary thing. Everything that we have in life is temporary. The love of our lives, temporary. Our finances, temporary. Our life altogether, this planet, temporary. So once we get to a point where we can understand that, then we will actually figure out the sense of urgency that we need to have to accomplish the things that we want to do in this lifetime while we have the time to do it. Because tomorrow isn't promised. So my final word for the beautiful people is that temporary is the only thing that's permanent.
Oh man, that is the final word from the one and only Roosevelt. The Rain Man, Christian Rainey, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
Absolutely. I'm just gonna echo something Blade said earlier on this episode because it really did resonate with me. The idea that you truly are the only thing standing in your way sometimes, and I'm gonna use this platform to talk about that real quick. So the idea of newborn wrestling existing is wild to me, because this is something I came up with in high school as this like pipe dream of, wow, if I ever had like enough money or if I ever had the opportunity, like this is the dream. But because when I figured out that like maybe wrestling wasn't going to happen for me, this was like to give a platform was the dream. And I worked with a few different promotions and I was kind of living frustrated because it's like they would do things one way. I saw it a different way and was so frustrated. Was like, but why won't they do it this way? Why won't they give these guys the platform, the guys who are working harder than anybody else? And eventually it kind of got to this mindset of like, fine, I'll do it myself, where I did not have a plan of how this was going to work. I sold some stuff, had some extra money, and was like, oh, I'm just going to do this. And for the longest time, I was always in my own way. And like, I was the thing stopping me from doing what this is. But once I kind of figured out that like, oh, I'm not bad at this. Oh, I'm doing this so much different than everyone else. And oh, this is going to be awesome. Like, truly, this show made money. And I've been told for the last 3-4 months that, oh, that first show, if you break even, it's a great show. This show made money, and this is my first show, which tells me you truly are the only thing in your way, and you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want. And I think that's incredible, and I am just so grateful for that. And thank you, Blade, for putting that in perspective, because that was a good, validating thing to hear 3 days out from the show. It was like, yeah, this is pretty freaking cool.
Absolutely, man. And like I said, Blade has been dropping jewels. This first time I don't have a final word for the beautiful people because you guys have said so many beautiful things. Thank you all for being on this platform. If you're listening to us on Radio Land, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast, thank you for listening to us and supporting the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all that jazz, Instagram. Thank you for being on our side and supporting us. Support Newborn Wrestling and their event. Real quick, Christian, plug it.
Yeah, it's happening this Saturday in Knightdale, North Carolina. You can get tickets on it is, I think it's tinyurl.com/mbw/tickets. It's going to be awesome. Fans get in about 5:30. There are still, we initially sold out for the seats that we put out there, and we've added some more seats. So it's limited seating going forward, but please come out, walk on up, and be part of something that's like really, really cool. I mean, this is a struggle, but it's going to be something really cool to be part of.
Absolutely. So go check out Only the Good Die Young. How did you come up with that title, man? That's great.
I'm a really big Billy Joel fan. And it was just something that like, it's one of my favorite songs, and music and wrestling to me are always like kind of like poetry a little bit. And it was just like, oh, this has to go together. And like our second show, which is going to be March 23rd, is called We Didn't Start the Fire, because again, I'm a real big Billy Joel fan, and it's kind of I want to cease and desist from Billy Joel, actually, because then he'll have to sign it and acknowledge that I exist, and that would make my world, make it worth it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. This is going to be a great event. Congratulations for selling out on your first show, man, and having so many people supporting. You have some absolute great talent on this card, man. I see one of the best damn alums on there, your boy Trey the Ruler. And of course, Mark James. Last time Mark James was on this show, man, he had some words for Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to have Mark James back on. You know what I'm saying? It was a great interview. But shout out to Mark James and shout out to Trey Havoc and man, everybody else that's on this card. This is going to be one hell of a night, man. I'm so excited. Blade Brown. Can you do me a favor, sir?
Yes, sir.
I just need you to help us end the show. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to say we will see you next week on the next best. I'm going to point to you, and I want you to say "damn," but I want you to give me that damn only a dog can do. You know what I'm saying? You got to put all that dog in that damn. All right. Are you ready? Let's do it. Beautiful people, best damn nation. We will see you next week on the next best
Damn!
wrestling podcast. Damn it, I think I peed on myself a little bit. Hey, Brown. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Also, Maverick, man, thank you for being on here. Great talent, man. I hope, real quick, drop your social medias. Blade Brown, where can the people find you?
You find me on Instagram and TikTok, Blade Brown Wrestling. Straight like that, because my name Blade Brown, and I just be wrestling.
Absolutely. Blade Brown Wrestling. Maverick, real quick, drop your handles.
Yeah, the same goes Instagram and then TikTok, Maverick Vogue.
Maverick, bro. The Rain Man, Christian Rainey, drop your handles.
Yeah, if you want to watch my life, Holy Toledo Drive is that handle. But if you want to keep up with Newborn Wrestling, it's Newborn Wrestling. I have the handle. I won.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Roosevelt, where can they find you?
Oh, yeah. Instagram is Roosevelt the Fighter, and on TikTok. Join my TikTok and keep telling y'all, man, I need to get to 10,000. I'm short 23. I need 23 people to join the TikTok. TikTok is official _ Mr. Everything. And be on the lookout for a movie that's in the works. Me and Maverick are part of a stunt team. We're putting together Birds of Prey, written by Maverick Vogue, directed by Maverick Vogue, choreographed and everything by Maverick Vogue, and the whole group team. Like he got so many hats right now. And, man, I'm surprised he got one head. So we're in production for that right now. I play Bronze Tiger, and we should be debuting that in no later than May, if everything goes right, weather and schedule and all that. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be amazing. Awesome. So
that's
guys,
awesome.
be on the lookout for that.
And real quick.
Oh yes, and if you guys are looking for someone to assist you in your fitness goals, your self-defense goals, or if you want to get into boxing, professional wrestling, anything like that, be sure to get up with me. The flyer is right there. I'm doing group trainings as well. So if you want to come with a whole group of girls, I don't care if it's your bachelorette party, your bachelorette party, what kind of party you want to do. I don't care if it's a Democratic party or a Republican party. Come on down and come work out with your boy. I'm going to get you right. Because the winter time's coming, and I know a lot of y'all got some New Year's resolutions, so come and resolute with your boy, Mr. Everything.
It's wild that you're not putting a disclaimer about your style of workout on the front end of that, man.
There is no disclaimer, Christian. There is no disclaimer, Christian. Okay. Shh.
It'll be the best workout of your life. I swear to God.
There you go.
Run far away. Don't do it. Maverick is a beast in himself. He's the only one that I know that can hang with Roosevelt. Him and AC Divine. I give it to them.
They've been in it too.
Blade Brown.
Christian been in it too. See, everybody's still alive.
I've done it twice.
I'm the only one that ain't did your workout.
You the only one that's still sitting there hiding behind the curtain.
You know what? I'm gonna take Blade Brown advice and don't be in my own way. How about that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It's been a pleasure. Hit the gym.
It's been a pleasure. Oh man, can I get a bark? Can I get a bark real quick?
Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh man, thank you. Beautiful people, we can't hold you no longer. We bid you adieu.